What is going on, guys? And today I'm bringing you a brand new video. It's going to be another set of trading methods. It's the top 5 of the week. This is where I pick the 5 methods of the week which I think are either the best or currently the best that still work, and I put them in a video on Friday so you guys have kind of a pocket-sized version of all the videos I've had from the week and all of the best methods. Now if you do enjoy, you know what you want to do, drop a like down below, and of course subscribe if you are new with notifications on. We just hit 3k. Let's try and hit 4k in under a month and a half. That's kind of my goal, so see if we can get that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, the first filter we're going to be looking at is going to be Brazilian left backs. Pretty simple filter. Obviously we're going to set it to gold. Now with this filter, I think the best thing is that you can pick up players like Tellez, and you can pick up a few other fairly good players who shouldn't really come up under a filter like this, and you can get them really cheap. Now this is obviously luck when you get players like that, but first of all we're going to be starting low. It looks like obviously the market has taken a hit this evening because of the SBC. Now Marcel, anytime he comes up you want to pick him up because he sells for a little bit more than these guys. But what's happened obviously with the SBC, it has changed the market. 84s are going for a ridiculous price for 84 rated players. It's absolutely phenomenal, but we're going to try and take advantage of it in the best way we can. Now let's have a look. First of all, we're just going to work out how much these guys are actually going for. It looks like 950 is where they're sitting, so we're going to go here. We're going to really want to pick up 750s and below, just because this method has deteriorated in price a little bit. I've got to say it is a little bit cheaper than it was previously, so let's have a look. Missing, that's not great. What we're going to do is we're going to knock it down to 750, and we're going to pick up one of these on a regular snipe before we move on to the next method. This is definitely the lowest budget of the methods we've done. It would actually be a higher budget method, but I think because of the market, not crash, but I'd say a dip that we've had this evening, it is a little bit cheaper than it was when I originally put it out earlier this week. So we're going to see if we can grab a decent one here. I would just like a min price. I always like to get min price on the low budget ones anyway. Let's have a look. Can we knock? Okay, so those guys have all disappeared at 800. We've got a few at 900. Let's have a look. If we knock it down to 800 again, we can go from there. Right, who have we got first? We've got Lucas Lima. We're going to go for one more and then we'll move on to the next method. Obviously we want to make sure we get a decent amount of each method, but we don't want to spend too much time on the cheaper ones especially. Let's have a look. Can we grab another one quickly, or am I going to get scammed by EA? If they kick me off the market, I am going to be livid. Absolutely hate when that happens. Right, we've managed to get one again. Lucas Lima. Not bad, he's a friend of the channel now. Right, so the next method, as we all know, I look at my phone for the methods, I've got them written down in my notes. So the next one is going to be very simple again. Similar budget, so not too pricey. We're kind of going up in the budgets as we go along. Similar budget. It's going to be German right wings. Now with that one, you can usually get Nabry and a couple of other players, Bellarabi as well. Obviously, market dip could affect this, but we're hoping it doesn't too much. So let's have a look. So we're going to go German and right wing. Swipe that up. Right, so at the minute, you can get Klaus for 700 coins. That is a massive drop compared to what he was at before. I think non-rares have definitely taken a hit. Let's have a look. So 700 there. So what we'll do is, right, apparently I'm going to need to have to turn my phone off in a minute, but I still need to use it for notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to cop a few of these, see if we can grab one at 650 or below, and then we'll move on to the next method. It is surprising that they've gone as low as they have, but it's, you know, it could be worse, I guess. But it has obviously massively taken a hit on the market, so we just want to get a min price one of these and then we'll move on to the next method. I'm pretty surprised it's actually this low. I am really shocked at that. We're going to go on, let's have a look, see if we can compare price it a little bit. I think that it has just, I mean, I feel like if you guys are watching this sort of 3 or 4 days after this video is out, you might actually get a better chance of sniping these players because you're going to get a better budget for things like this one and the first method. The other 3 will all be similar, whereas because these are sort of highly non-rare methods, they are going to be slightly different. Let's see if we can back out. It doesn't seem like he's been listed right now. Are we being scammed? Is there going to be one come up in a minute? Look. Maybe not. What we'll do is we'll say 10 seconds and then I'll move on to the next method. So 5, 4, 3. If you want to search, that'd be lovely. Oh, almost missed it, but we got it. So that's a nice one. So last 5 seconds, we grabbed a decent snipe there. So we're gonna whack him up for 750. And the next method is, okay, pretty simple one. That one's gonna be a bit higher profit. We are looking at Juventus players. Let's have a look. So Piemonte Calcio, not Samba. Where did I go past it that fast? Ah, there you go. Right, so gold, and even these guys have dropped. I think the drop in the market has been unreal tonight. So you guys seeing this right now off the bat are probably going to get the best set of methods to use over the next few days, especially with the way the market has been. That guy would be a very nice snipe. I'm nodding to him. He's always... No, that's not right. Let's have a look. Right, so they're going for about a K. Let's have a look. So EA tax, obviously 50 coins on a K. You want to pick them up at 900 or below. Let's see if we can grab 1 or 2 of these, and then we'll get the final 2 methods out of the way. And hopefully we can get this video up early-ish. And make sure you guys see it before about 9:30. Come on. Do we want to do regular sniping? It might have to be. Okay, so we got Demiral, not bad. He's obviously like the bottom end of this method when you're only getting him for 900 coins. You're not making a huge profit. What we're really looking for is the right back or Kadira. They get listed a fair amount, so those two are probably the best. I mean, it's not bad picking up 2 in quick concession because you're getting sort of 100 coin profits rather than 50. And obviously I know those sound like small numbers, but they do really add up. Oh. We've managed to get a 3rd one, so we cannot complain. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. If they're being listed constantly. There you go, we got the right back. Now, how much does he actually go for? What's his name? D Skiglo. He goes for a little bit more. Let's check him on Footbin quickly. D.E. Skiglo. He goes for 2.5k. So that is the money snipe on this one. That's who you're really going to want to go for, because he is going to make you a fair profit. When obviously you've got this, whatever his name is, the other guy, who is going to be coming up as well. But if you really want to be making your money, you want to be going for Diskiglo, because he is the one who's going to make you the most coins. Now we're going to move on to the next method, because I feel like we've done a fair bit on this one, and we've got a fair few coins pushed out of him. So whack this guy up. And what is the next method, you may ask? And the answer is pretty simple. We're going for Ajax. So we're going to grab a few of these. Once again, all these methods will have been affected by the market having a bit of a dip tonight. So hopefully this one is easy as well. Let's have a look. Air Devise, we are looking at Ajax. By the way, my favourite team probably in the world. I actually really like Ajax. They're really good. They're just an interesting team. Watching them go as far as they have before with the team that they've got compared to the teams around them is pretty good. But we're gonna hopefully use them to make some coins. If they haven't gone min, have they gone min? Right, so we literally want to get them at like 350 because these guys have dropped in price. Let's have a look, see if we can actually grab them. Oh, they are up at 500. Right, that's mad. Right, so we're going to see if we can grab any of the other ones who aren't Laviad, because he's not the best for profit. Is this... So they are actually up at this price. What I'm going to say is we're going to move on to the next method. Call that a dunce for now, but I'd say come back to it because it will work over the next few days. Right now it obviously is just markets shattered it, but we are looking at Porto for the final one. I'm going to give you an honourable mention. So if you've done the honour of staying here till the end of the video, you can have an honourable mention for a method that actually will make you a fair amount of coins, and that is the Sheffield United strikers. This was one I was going to pop in at the end, but what we'll do is honourable mention. If you've been listening, if you've been watching, you get the special 6th method, and we're going to try and make a few bits of coins off the Porto method. These will all technically be investments as well, because all of these players are going to go up to the price they were at before today. So I think tomorrow, or the day after, so Saturday or Sunday, you're going to be looking at about a K for the Liga NOS players and about 1.5 for anyone. Oh, have I missed that? 1.5 for anyone in Juventus. We're going to grab a few of these quickly, pop some of these off, and then we are going to call it a day. Whack them up. Right, can we grab one for a very nice profit? That is the question. Grab one last card and then we will call it a day, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I do really appreciate the support lately. Make sure to drop a like down below if you have. Of course, subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff. You guys have been absolutely killing it lately. Can we get an extra snipe in? Let's call it extra time. No, we don't want him. He's too listed. He's always there. Come on, one more. Give us a 750. No, maybe not. Oh, last one, 650 Aribe. Right, we'll call it a day. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow.